Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I talk about the NWSL, women's soccer, just soccer, only soccer. The SheBelieves Cup and the Arnold Clark Cup kicked off today, February 16, 2023. The U.S. women's national team will be playing Canada, Japan, and Brazil in the SheBelieves Cup, while England will be playing Italy, South Korea, and Belgium in the Arnold Clark Cup. I'll be covering both the U.S. women's national team and England's women's national team. In this video/podcast, though, I'll be discussing the SheBelieves Cup match between the U.S. women's national team and Canada's women's national team. Before going any further, I do want to note the Canada women's national team is having issues with the Canada Soccer Federation. Canada Soccer is cutting funding for the women's team. The women's team decided to strike and threatened to not play in the SheBelieves Cup. Canada Soccer then threatened to sue the Canadian players if they didn't play in the SheBelieves Cup. The Canadian women's national team, the players, they said they will be playing in the SheBelieves Cup, but the players would like everyone to know they are being forced to play under threat of lawsuit. We're doing this because we have to, not because we want to, if I could sum it up. Canada's women's team is great, and they deserve better than whatever is going on here. There are so many talented Canadian players, and many of them play in the NWSL and overseas. I hope things work out for them, and I hope Canada Soccer pulls their head out of their butts. Anyway, let's get into the U.S. women's national team. When it comes to the U.S. women's national team, this is going to be a tough match for the U.S. The last time the U.S. played Canada was in CONCACAF last year, where the U.S. won 1-0 against Canada due to a penalty, which was almost identical to the U.S.'s 1-0 loss to Canada in the Olympics, which was also due to a penalty. The fact that both of those matches came down to a lucky penalty shows how evenly matched these teams are. The U.S. is going to be tested in all areas: attack, midfield, defense, and goalkeeping. How well will the U.S. backline be able to handle Canada's attack? How well will the U.S. be able to control the midfield? How will the U.S. attack be able to get past Canada's backline, which has defenders like Kadisha Buchanan, Ashley Lawrence, and Vanessa Gillies, who play for Chelsea, PSG, and Lyon, respectively? One of the biggest areas of contention right now has to be the U.S.'s midfield. Everyone is talking about the U.S.'s midfield. Everyone is trying to figure out what's going on there. Particularly, we need another defensive midfielder/holding midfielder. We need a 6, and Vlatko, with his great knowledge and wisdom, has figured out who is going to be our new 6. Not Jay Howell, not Sam Coffey, 2 players that can actually play in that position, but Taylor Kornieck. Yep, Taylor Kornieck is going to be our new 6. Vlatko confirmed it, and Taylor confirmed it. So, the good news is, I knew it. The bad news is, I knew it. A lot of people weren't expecting this, but I don't know, a part of me just knew as soon as he played Kornieck there in the New Zealand friendlies. Yeah, I just knew he was going to make her a 6. I still don't get why we can't have Jay or Sam and, build them up, build up their confidence, and give them international experience. When it comes to Kornieck, with her height advantage, with her connection with Alex Morgan in the attack, she is way better as an attacking midfielder. Hell, I wouldn't even play her in the midfield. I would want Kornieck as a forward. I just want her in the attack as much as possible. And the funny thing is, or the ironic thing is, Casey Stoney, head coach of the San Diego Wave, was like, WTF. Stoney says, I played her, Kornieck, more of a 10, and I thought her and Alex's connection was very good. And also, when she arrives in the box, she's a danger. I did play her lower at times, but with freedom. I always played her with somebody else, so she wasn't an isolated 6. I don't see Taylor in that light for us. I think we'd be taking away her strengths if she played as an isolated 6. If she played as a double six with freedom to go forward, yeah, potentially, and we did that last year. But I did put her in training because I knew that she was going away with the national team, and she needs to work on it if she plays as a single six. You have to be disciplined and understand that role clearly. And we saw that in the New Zealand friendlies. Taylor didn't do well playing as an isolated six, but when she was playing with Andi Sullivan, she did a lot better. She was able to get forward and had great support from Andi. If Korniak is really going to play as an isolated six, she's going to need a lot of practice playing in that position. She needs to practice outside of the national team to get comfortable. The biggest question here is, will Casey Stoney actually play Korniak as an isolated six when she gets back to the San Diego Wave? It doesn't sound like she really wants to, because it would be going against Korniak's strengths and also Stoney's game plan for the Wave in the upcoming season. When it comes to this match against Canada, I think Vlatko should play Korniak as a double six with Sullivan if we want to survive. If he tries to play Korniak as an isolated six with Lavelle and Horan in the midfield, I can see our midfield getting overwhelmed by Canada. Canada's midfield is honestly a bit scary. Their midfield consists of players like Julia Grosso, who plays for Juventus, Jessie Fleming, who plays for Chelsea, Quinn for OL Reign, yay, but also yikes, because they're actually a holding midfielder, Sophia Schmidt of the Houston Dash, and Christine Sinclair of the Portland Thorns. If the US loses control of the midfield, then we'll have no chance at creating attacking opportunities. We'll end up being on the defensive, which is not the position the US wants to find themselves in. Control and possession is going to be very important in this match. Defense, obviously, is going to be essential as well. In the friendlies against New Zealand, the US didn't have much to worry about. They weren't under pressure all that much. They had no problem being able to handle what New Zealand was throwing at them. The US was able to stay on the attack. In this match against Canada, Canada isn't New Zealand. They're going to attack. They're going to put the backline under pressure. The US backline needs to be alert and aware, and they need to be quick and aggressive. When it's time to defend, there needs to be support in the defense from the rest of the team. With the German women's national team, defending is a group effort. But hopefully we won't be stuck defending for the majority of the match. That all being said, it's a lot, I know. Let's get into the lineup for this match. Alright, so a quick announcement. Rose Lavelle picked up a knock in training and will not be available for this match against Canada. Get well soon, Rose. Now on to the lineup. 4-3-3, we have Alyssa Nair in the goal. For defenders, Alana Cook, Becky Sauerbrunn, Crystal Dunn, and Emily Fox. In the midfield, we have Lindsay Horan, Andi Sullivan, and Ashley Sanchez. And for forwards, Alex Morgan, Trinity Rodman, and Mal Swanson. And here are the substitutes. Lavelle is listed as a substitute. I guess it wasn't a really bad injury, so we might see her in the second half depending on how things go in the first. I was actually convinced Taylor Korniak was going to start in this match given how much other WASO journalists were talking about her and the US's midfield situation. Yeah, so I guess she isn't starting tonight. It will be interesting to see how Sanchez does in this match, though. She does have great attacking chemistry with Rodman and is a very creative player when she does get forward. Mal will be able to challenge Canada's back line. She is a quick player and can get around defenders pretty well. It's too bad we don't have Sophia Smith. I think if it was Smith and Mal, they'll be able to cause some havoc to Canada's backline and defense. At the same time, I probably shouldn't underestimate Canada's backline. They have a lot of experienced defenders. And speaking of defenders, I love Alana Cook, you guys, but maybe we should have gone with Naomi Girma instead. Maybe Cook will be okay, but she and the other defenders are going to be in for a busy night regardless. It's going to be very interesting to see how this US team does tonight. Still nervous about the midfield, especially in comparison to Canada's midfielders. I think that's going to be an area a lot of people are watching. Still, I think this is going to be a fun match. Let's get into the first half. So the first half, I'm hearing Gurma could be injured. I'm not really sure about that, but that's the rumor that's floating around right now. Hopefully it's nothing serious. After looking around though, Gurma is sidelined for precautionary right leg. Again, hopefully it's nothing serious. We have a whole season left and a whole year left. Alright, so first half, now we're off. 1 minute, Morgan header up to Horan up to Mal attempt, blocked. Good quick attack from the US cross, some battling in the Canada box, picked up by Sheridan. Horan up to Morgan, taken away. 2 minutes, Sanchez attempt, saved. 3 minutes, US corner kick. Sullivan gets a touch, but cleared away. Cook making a run. Cook cross goes over. Kinda hesitated there. Actually, that may have been Fox. I'm watching this in Spanish on Universo, and I heard the announcer say it was Cook, but Cook doesn't usually make runs down the side like that. She usually stays outside the box. So I think that was either Fox or Rodman. 4 minutes, US corner kick headed away. Fox or Rodman cross kicked away. Ball sent into the Canada box, stays there for a bit. Horan attempt blocked. 5 minutes, Canada on the attack. Ball sent into the US box, recovered by Nair. 6 minutes, Rodman cross, Morgan off to Mal. Mal scores. US 1-0. Great, let's keep it up. 7 minutes, here comes the US again. Goes out of play. Oh, it's a corner. It must have deflected along the way. 8 minutes, US corner kick, headed away, sent back in, defended away. Morgan down. From the replay, it looks like she got her foot stepped on. Trainer's out to check on her. She seems to be okay. She's coming off, but she should be coming back in. 10 minutes, game starts up again. Yeah, Morgan is back in. Canada on the attack. Sabrin gives it away. At least it's not Cook. US able to get it back. 11 minutes, ball towards the US box. Sabrin kicks it away. Canada in the US box. US struggling to get it out. Canada still in the US box. US still struggling to get it out. 12 minutes, Canada cross caught by Nair. I think Haitama might have fouled Nair. Nair went down for some reason. I'm not really sure. But she seems to be fine though. 14 minutes, Fox fouled, US ball. Fox, why did you give that to Canada? US gets it back though. 15 minutes, Morgan sends it up for Mal. Morgan fouled, late challenge, US ball. 60 minutes, US cross, Horan attempt off the post. So close. Horan to Morgan, Morgan to no one. Yeah, we need to get that second goal. 17 minutes, good control in the midfield by Sullivan. 18 minutes, ball sent into the US box. Dunn on it, kicks it away. Canada offsides. Sullivan goes to ground and wins back possession. 19 minutes, ball up for Mal, defended away. Ball sent into the US box, collected by Nair. Mal is down now. Trainer's out to check on her. She's holding her chest or stomach area. She might have gotten hit in the stomach. From the replay, she had a small collision with Lawrence earlier. She is okay though. She's coming off, but should be coming back in. I think she got her breath knocked out of her or got winded. 21 minutes, game starts up again. Mal wants to come back in, and she's in. 23 minutes, Haitama cross, US defends it away. 24 minutes, Canada cross goes wide. Ball cleared up to Sheridan. Yeah, we need a second goal. Not sure why we're letting Canada chill on the ball. 25 minutes, Mal fouls, Canada ball. 26 minutes, ball kick back to Nair, Nair clears. Yeah, why are we not pressing? Like, why did we stop attacking? Once again, we really need a second goal just to be safe. 27 minutes, Cook might have fouled Fleming, but we're not going to talk about it. It was a foul. Morgan down, no foul. 28 minutes, ball outside the US box. Cook kicks it back to Horan. Ball towards the Canada box, collected by Lawrence. 30th minute, something is wrong with the ball. I guess we're getting a new ball. 32 minutes, Sanchez sends it up, too much behind it for Rodman. 33 minutes, good tackle by Sullivan. Ball sent into the Canada box, headed away. Sanchez to Rodman. Rodman attempts saved by Sheridan. 34 minutes, Morgan pressuring. Morgan cross. Mal beats Sheridan to the ball and scores. US 2-0. There we go. We got our second goal. 35 minutes, here comes Mal again. Mal fouls Buchanan. Canada ball. 36 minutes, Morgan cross goes over Rodman. Rodman cross, nothing from it. Haran sends it in for Sanchez. She was nowhere near the goal. 37 minutes, Sanchez attempt goes right to Sheridan. Canada, backline mistake, Morgan attempt blocked. 38 minutes, Sanchez down. She's holding her stomach area. Might have gotten hit there. She's okay. From the replay, she actually got elbowed in the chest. She's coming back in though. 39 minutes, game starts up again. 40th minute, Fox over to Mal, intercepted by Buchanan. 41 minutes, Sinclair sends it in, headed away. Ball up for Mal, some battling, taking away. Ball towards the US box, some good defending by Fox and Haran. 42 minutes, Canada cross, defended away. 43 minutes, Canada corner kick, Sinclair header goes over. Fox making a run over to Morgan, taken away. 44 minutes, ball towards the US box, Cook and Haitama chasing. Cook able to beat Haitama, good. Canada cross though, blocked by Sauerbrunn. 3 minutes of added time, 45 minutes, Cook gives it away, passes it right to a Canadian player. You were doing so good for this whole half. Why'd you have to go and do that? Yeah, this is what I was worried about when it comes to Cook. She's made so many dangerous mistakes like this in past games. She needs to really be aware of what's going on around her and who's around her. Okay, so after Cook's mistake, Canada is making a run to the box. Canada attempt, big save by Nair. 46 minutes, Canada corner kick, Sullivan gets it away. 46 minutes, Mal fouls, Canada ball. 48 minutes, whistle blown, first half ends, US 2-0. Wow, I wasn't expecting this at all from the US. The US came out with a very quick and very aggressive attack. It really caught Canada off guard. It especially caught Canada's back line off guard. Attack-wise, the US looks really good. Lots of pressing, great pressure on Canada's back line, not giving them any breathing room when on the ball. The US has been able to find gaps, like big gaps, in Canada's defense, which is kind of surprising because Canada's defense in the past had always been tough to get through. Chemistry and connection in the attack looks great as well. Yeah, I like this. We were able to grab 2 goals in the first half, but we still have to be careful going into the second half. I won't be surprised if Canada turns it up a notch in the second half. Control in the midfield looks good. Sullivan has really been holding things together in the midfield. She's going to war with Canada's midfield. I mean, someone has to, though. As for the US's defense, not too bad, but still needs some touching up. For the second half, the US still needs to be careful. We have a 2-point lead, but Canada is still a team we shouldn't underestimate. There's a whole second half left and plenty of time for Canada to come back and draw. I've seen it happen before where teams would blow a really good lead. US needs to keep up their attack and not let up. Let's get into the second half. So the second half, we are off. US substitution, done out, Sonnet in. Wow, it's Jenna Hellstrom for Canada. I covered a story about her dealing with emotional and verbal abuse from former Washington Spirit head coach Richie Burke. She's been through a lot with him. It's great to see that she's back. It's great to see she's back with Canada. I'm glad she's doing well. Very cool to see her. 46 minutes, US still pressuring Canada's back line. US foul, Canada ball. 47 minutes, Rodman can't find anyone to cross to because no support. 48 minutes, Haran running into the Canada box, dispossessed. Ball recovered by Sonnet. 49 minutes, Rodman cross, finds Sanchez outside the goal. Sanchez, too slow, dispossessed. 50th minute, ball to the US box. Fox to Sauerbrunn, Sauerbrunn back to Nair. Ball replacement, I guess out of air, weird. 51 minutes, Sonnet back to Nair for some reason. Why did she run it all the way back there? Sanchez dispossessed in the midfield. I don't know now. 52 minutes, Rodman cross misses Morgan. 53 minutes, ball up for Rodman, goes out of play. Ball in the Canada box, Sanchez trying to get on it, defended away. That was almost dangerous for Canada. 54 minutes, Canada cross goes wide. 55 minutes, Sonnet to Morgan, goes to Buchanan instead. Fox fouls, I guess. Yeah, from the replay she did. She shoved the Canadian player. Quinn is coming on for Canada. 56 minutes, Sullivan fouled, US ball. 57 minutes, Mal making a run, waiting for her teammates. Horan passes it to a Canadian player. Can you not? 58 minutes, ball in the US box collected by Nair. 59 minutes, Mal fouled by Fleming, shoved, US ball. I love that Haitama is the one Cook has to mark. Haitama is Cook's teammate on OL Reign, and these two are in each other's line of sight. It would probably be even more funny if Huerta was here. If that was the case, it would probably be Huerta and Cook doubling up on Haitama. 60th minute, Quinn foul, Canada ball. Quinn, also Cook's teammate on OL Reign. U.S. substitutions, Morgan and Sanchez out, Hatchie and Mewes in. Let's go, Hatch. I believe in you. Sometimes. 62 minutes, long ball to the U.S. box, defended away. Ball to the Canada box, U.S. offsides. Ball to the U.S. box, headed away. 63 minutes, Hatch making a run, taken away. Horan crossed to Hatch, kicked away. 64 minutes, Fleming yellow card for tripping up Horan. U.S. free kick outside the Canada box. Nair is down 2. Trainer out to check on her, getting her left leg checked. Hopefully she's okay. She seems to be. Hopefully she can stay in. 66 minutes, back to the U.S.'s free kick. Horan attempt from the free kick. Sheridan read it all the way. Saves. I had a feeling that was going to happen. 67 minutes, Rodman crossed to Hatch, kicked away. 68 minutes, U.S. corner kick. Mewes tries to send it back in, but blocked. 69 minutes, Canada Becky down. She's okay. U.S. foul, Canada ball. Lots of action in the Canada box. Nothing from it, though. 70th minute, Fox down, fouled by Lawrence. U.S. free kick outside the Canada box. Mal-attempt or cross punched away by Sheridan. U.S. offsides, Canada ball. 71 minutes, ball in the U.S. box, kick back to Nair. 72 minutes, ball up for Rodman, beaten to it by Lawrence. Horan foul, Canada ball. 73 minutes, ball crossed into the U.S. box, kicked away by Rodman. Canada cross, Haitama header attempt, saved by Nair. 74 minutes, ball up for Mewes. Mewes over to Hatch. Hatch attempt, blocked. How do you not finish that? 75 minutes, U.S. corner kick headed wide. I thought it came off a Canadian player last, but I guess not. 76 minutes, Rodman cross to Mal. U.S. recycles the ball. Canada on the attack. Canada cross, Nair collects. Rodman is really struggling to get past Lawrence. They're both kind of neck and neck. Like, Lawrence is really keeping up pace with Rodman. 77 minutes, U.S. substitution. Rodman out, Williams in. Yeah, that was probably a good idea. 78 minutes, Sonnet fouled, U.S. ball. Send it in already. You guys are slower than England in their first half against South Korea. 79 minutes, Horan cross, misses Hatch, goes wide. 80th minute, Williams on the ball, defended away. 81 minutes, U.S. corner kick, kicked away. Fox to Hatch, taken away. Fox fouls, I guess, Canada ball. 82 minutes, Hellstrom, yellow card for late challenge on Sonnet. Catches her legs, Sonnet down, trainer's out to check on her. Sonnet is okay. Hellstrom apologizes and gives her a pat. U.S. ball. 84 minutes, Fox up to Williams, not enough behind it. It's usually too much behind it, but this time there wasn't enough behind it. Ball to the U.S. box, Sauerbrunn recovers. 86 minutes, ball in the U.S. box, kicked away by Nair. 87 minutes, Canada cross, kicked away by Sauerbrunn. U.S. substitutions, Horan and Mal out, Korniak and Purse in. There's not really much time left. 88 minutes, good defending from Fox. 89 minutes, Canada corner kick, Lawrence cross headed away. Sent back in, good defending by Purse. 90th minute, Canada corner kick headed away. Canada attempt hits Korniak. US foul, Canada free kick, 5 minutes of added time. 90th minute, ball sent into the US box, headed away, sent back in, headed off to Nair. What if we make Fox a defensive midfielder? 91 minutes, ball towards the US box, kicked away by Sonnet. Hatch, this is soccer, not wrestling. 92 minutes, Buchanan down, she's okay. 93 minutes, Hatch up to Korniak, offsides. 94 minutes, Hatch fouls for grabbing. What did I just say? Ball towards the US box, defended away, Canada cross goes wide. 95th minute, whistle blown, second half ends, US wins 2-0. Good game for the US. Second half was a bit lackluster and kind of slow, but I think that was to be expected. I think a lot of people were expecting so much more from Canada, but once again, they're having issues with their federation, and this week hasn't been easy for them. The Canadian players have even said they were exhausted, and this is probably the reason why Canada wasn't really themselves in this match, or wasn't playing like they would normally do against the US. There are so many talented players on the Canadian team, and it's really disappointing that they're being treated this way by their own federation. I hope it gets better for this Canadian team. As for the US's performance in this match was really good, especially in the first half when they came out with a really quick and aggressive attack. There was great chemistry and connection between the attacking players in the first half. In the second half, yeah, not as exciting. There was some good back and forth between the US and Canada, but not really anything from it. I think the US should keep coming out with this quick and aggressive attack like they did in the first half. It catches teams and defenses off guard because they don't have time to adjust and get settled. If the US can do more of that in their upcoming matches, we should be all right attacking-wise, provided that we can finish and score goals. Anyway, good match and a good start to the US's SheBelieves Cup run. For now, I'm just going to leave it at that. As it stands, the US is number 1 in the SheBelieves Cup standings with 3 points and a 2-goal differential, followed by Brazil with 3 points and a 1-goal differential. Then Japan and Canada in the 3rd and 4th spots respectively. The US's next match is going to be Sunday, February 19th against Japan. That is all I have for you guys today or tonight, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.